Greetings, peace and blessings. Welcome to the spiritual experience. We are all on our own journey called life. I will be your host, helping to navigate you through these challenging times. Know that we are all spiritual beings here on a human experience, meaning we're here to learn, to evolve to the highest versions of ourselves while raising our vibration and creating a better quality of life. Let's see what's on today's prayer card. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other just as in Christ God forgave you. Ephesians 4:32. 4 and 3 being 7, 7 and 2 being 9. So we're releasing what no longer serves us while creating space for what resonates with our soul. It's only right. All right. Now I want to take a moment and honor the divine, the highest of my life. Please send your protection while channeling this energy. And if any negative energy tries to come my way, please transmute into peace, love, power, and light, and let all evil eyes go blind and monitoring spirits go deaf. While I open my heart, mind, and spirit to the divine. Divine spirit, I'm willing to learn and be teachable while transcending my energy into peace, love, power, and light. And may that be so in the name of Jesus. Amen. Now let's see what's going on in this divine energy war, spirit, please, and thank you. And remember, y'all, my videos are timeless. They are meant for you whenever you view them. And use your own discernment when viewing my messages. And if you want to support the platform, all my information is in the description. All right. Now let's see what universe insights the universe has for us today. All right. So we have 4, 4, 4, which is a 12, plus 2, which is 14. That's the temperance. So we're balancing out a situation, finding the lesson to enforce it into our life. All right. Now let's see, what house are we working on today? So we got 14 as the angel number, and we are working on our first house, which is appearance, outward personality. We're working on the 5th house, which is romance, children, creativity, and fun. We're working on the 6th house, which is work, health, and service. We're working on the 4th house, which is home, parents, roots, circumstances at the end of life. And we're working on the 8th house, which is sex, death, regeneration, and other people's money. And we got 9th house, which is higher education, travel, religion, philosophy, and publishing law. All right. So the zodiac signs that we're working with today is Sagittarius, which is adventurous, independence, ruled by Jupiter. We got Libra, which is balance, harmony, and justice, ruled by Venus. We got Scorpio, which is passion, intensity, ruled by Pluto. We got Leo, which is confidence, self-expression, ruled by the Sun. And we got Virgo, which is analyst, perfectionism, ruled by Mercury. All right. And the planets that we're working with today, y'all, is Mars. Mars is action, desire, and aggression. We got Mercury, which is communication, intellect, and reason. We got Venus. Oh, I apologize, not Venus. We got Pluto. Pluto is transformation, obsession, and power. The Moon, which is emotions, instincts, and habits. North Node, which is your potential. And the Sun, which is self, main concerns, and vitality. All right. We're getting to a lot. All right, so let's see what number message we're going to deal with from the Secret Garden. 5 and 2 is 7. 8 and 7 is 15. So 1 and 5 is 16. So we're looking at message number 6. All right. And let's see Message we have for the collective today, Spirit, please and thank you. All right. We have brother of water. There's a masculine energy or feminine who's operating from a masculine side that is balancing out his emotions. And as he balancing out his emotions through intense passion, he's raising his vibration so that way he can find a higher consciousness and live in positivity. It's only right. Tapping into his intuition. Let's see what's going on with this masculine energy, Spirit, please and thank you. Oh. Okay. He's being blocked from finding his fountain of love. And it doesn't mean that it's not going to be unblocked. It's just as he's transitioning and doing his self-reflection, he's still undergoing more self-reflection so that way he can pour out his fountain of love. And once that cycle is complete of him finding himself and creating that balance, the blockage will be removed and his fountain of love can flow efficiently. All right, so let's see. Why is this fountain of love blocked, Spirit? Please thank you. Okay, we have a masculine energy who's grounded, who is emotional, spiritual, and physically wealthy. And they are aligning with their soul journey. So we have two masculine energies out here. One is in his emotions, one is grounded in the physical. But the fountain of love is being blocked. Maybe they need to be kind and compassionate to one another and forgiving each other just as Christ forgave you. So let's see why that fountain of love is blocked. Let's give you a collective framework. Tell me more stories, thank you. Yeah, because we did have appearance. We're working on the first house with appearance and work health service. So it could be co-workers. All right. So at this time of revelations on what's blocking their fountain of love, that's why this masculine energy and his emotions, he had to withdraw and still his waters. So that way he could do his self-reflection and plant his seeds in deep waters and make sure his roots are deep and sturdy as he builds his foundation. And he's not living in the shallow areas of the water. No, he has to go deep and plant his seeds. So he has to withdraw, self-reflect, heal, find what's causing his triggers on his shadow side that's affecting his reality, so that way he could plant new seeds and unblock his fountain of love. Amen. So this masculine energy is withdrawn to plant his seeds. Tell me more, Spirit, please, and thank you. What's going on in this energy? Came out blocked. All right. There is their path. They're going through detours on their path. This is the 8 of fire. So there's action in their energy that they're taking to straighten out their path. So I can see that's why that's blocked, because they're going through a detour on their path. And detours, delays and detours, you shouldn't look at it as a bad thing. That's how we grow. That's how we learn. We got to get uncomfortable to find out what's going on, to catch your attention. Because when you're comfortable, you can get complacent. So this detour is not bad. It's just showing you need to pay attention to something. Something is going on in your life that's causing you to block your flow of love. And maybe you need to withdraw to plant new seeds so you can be redirected back onto your path of alignment with your soul's journey with the divine. Because nothing is wasted. All of this will be used for your greater good. So what's going on with this masculine energy that's grounding themselves, Spirit, please, and thank you? Okay. We have the Star card. So this masculine energy, he's following his North Node. He's grounded. He's following his bliss. He's aligned with the divine. He's following his soul purpose. All right. What's going on in this energy? Interesting. Tell me more, Spirit, please, and thank you. It just came out sideways. All my cards just coming out sideways, huh? All right. So, we have an Emperor energy. And he has knowledge of many things, many information to help him be well-rounded and know how to express himself. But sometimes emperors can be a little rigid, and that can get them overthrown because they're not keeping current with what's going on in their reality. So it seems like this emperor is the reason why this fountain of love is being blocked and their path is being delayed and detoured. And this masculine energy that's in his emotions is withdrawing from this emperor to replant his seeds and redirect his path from this emperor. And we had another card that came out, which is Six of Wind, which is balancing out the 3D in the material world to gain clarity into realization of what needs to be done to help your harvest to blossom fully. So they're gaining the clarity that this emperor is behind the blockage of their fountain of love and the detour that they're going through on their soul's journey. So this masculine energy that's in his emotions, he's withdrawing so that he can self-reflect, plant new seeds, meditate, and get in line with the divine. And then you got this other masculine who is following his soul compass, found his inner bliss, and he's following his North Star with the divine and got in line because he has clarity. All right. Yeah, because on the bottom we have Run of Wind, which is dawn. So your darkest hour come before your dawn. So something this emperor did that caused these two masculines to have their fountain of love to be blocked and to want to get off this detour and delay with this emperor so their path could be straightened out. All right, we're going to get more information about what happened in this situation. Maybe he wasn't kind and compassionate to his constituents and forgave them just as Christ did him. And it caused them to want to block their fountain of love towards him and caused them this delay and detour to make them want to withdraw into deeper waters to plant new seeds. Because they found the clarity out about something this emperor did. All right, let's see what the oracles have to say about Christ. All right, cool. Okay. 3 and 9, which is 12. So this cycle is complete. They start a new chapter, Flames of Wisdom. I open to all life's wisdom and share it with gratitude. So these masculine energies is open to all life's wisdom. That's how they're gaining this clarity, so they can see how to get out of this situation with this emperor, so they could go deep within self and create new seeds, plant new seeds for their new harvest, because they gain clarity on why they're in this situation. All right. Oh, let me get one more card. Give me one more card. Yeah. So this masculine energy is taking a leap of faith into the unknown. Yeah, the darkest hour come before your dawn. And following his North Star. And this masculine energy going through withdrawal to plant new seeds from this emperor. Tell me more, sir, please. Thank you. All right. The healer. Cause and effect, which is 8. I am loving and compassionate and able to bring healing to others. See, kind and compassionate. So when you're kind and compassionate, you're able to bring healing to others. Compassion and kindness is an underrated trait. A lot of people mistake aggression, loudness, fast moving behavior, like toxic behavior, fast moving toxic behavior, as leadership. But to be a good leader and to help your constituents to feel appreciated, kindness and compassion should be traits that are inside of you, because that'll keep this fountain of love flowing. And not only flowing on the inside, because when you're kind and compassionate to yourself, that will reflect on your external on the outside, and it'll flow out. And your constituents will feel that kindness and compassionate because you'll be kind towards them. It's a flow, it's a balance. So that means something wasn't right with this emperor I'm feeling, but I ain't going to assume. We're going to get into it. I'm going to unfold this energy, y'all. See what's going on in this energy. So this masculine energy, we got on the bottom, regret. This masculine energy, they are finding a lesson and looking to their higher self, because 14 is our number. They're looking to their higher selves to grow from the situation with this emperor. All right, so they're in regret because they notice that they got to be more careful about who you connect with. Some of them are losing hope, and some of them is going to take off, because do you believe in miracles? Okay. And their divine gifts. Maybe this masculine right here, because he's following his North Star and taking a leap of faith, he's tapping into his divine gifts, and he's taking off. And this emperor could be losing hope, because he's noticing he got to be more careful with how you treat people that's around you. You got to treat them with kindness and compassion, and learn to forgive. Forgiving also, that's an underrated trait that some people don't embrace. Tell me more, Spirit, please, and thank you. Walking. So people could be walking away from this emperor because they're losing hope. They're noticing that something is not taking off. Yeah, people are walking towards hope because they feel dumb. Because they didn't come to play the role. So whatever it is that these people were doing with this emperor, it's not what they signed up for, what they thought they was going to get out of it. They thought they was expecting something else, and they got another. So now I can see why this fountain of love is being blocked. Tell me more, Spirit. Ooh, this emperor was being cheesy. They think loyalty has no boundaries. Ooh, so they didn't. This manipulator. This emperor sounds like a manipulator to me so far. Like, this emperor could have been a narcissist, because most narcissists think loyalty has no boundaries. They feel like they can treat people any way they want and just walk all over people. Tell me more, Spirit, please, thank you. What's going on? Yeah, this emperor, he has bad taste. Well, these masculine energies, they have bad taste in partnering with this emperor, because now they're in regret, and it came out. They feel dumb, they're in regret, they're losing hope in this partnership with this emperor. So that's why this masculine energy is withdrawing to plant new seeds, because he's not aligned with this emperor anymore. Whatever connection they had, it doesn't resonate with their soul. That's why we have 9 out here. You have to release what no longer serves you, to create space for the divine to bring you what resonates with your soul. And this emperor, from the looks of it, he was a toxic emperor. So he's either going to be overthrown by his constituents, or he's just going to lose his constituents, because they're withdrawing from him, because they feel like they've been delayed and detoured on their path. And they're seeing that clearly, that there is no fountain of love coming out of here. And they got to take this leap of faith to follow their North Star and find the wisdom so that they can heal. But some people are losing hope, because maybe some people don't know how to go in and heal. Maybe some people don't know how to face their shadows. Maybe facing their shadows is just unbearable. The pain is just too much. They don't have the courage to do that. Not everybody is strong enough to do that. Yeah. Dysfunction to yourself is self-sabotage. It's self-sacrifice. So people are realizing, if I keep being dysfunction to myself, I'm just sacrificing myself. I'm taking away from my own blessings. I'm just putting myself more in karmic debt. I'm not showing the universe that I love myself. And if you can't show the universe that you love yourself, how do you expect positive and loving situations to come to you when you're not putting that energy and intention out? You're going to get blocked fountains of love. You're going to get that despair, misery. You don't want that energy. So healing and withdrawing and finding what's causing you misery and distress is something that needs to be done in order to get you out of this karmic loop of feeling sad and depressed. That's what the healing comes into part. By healing the situation that's causing you sadness and depression, it'll bring back joy, peace, and positivity in your life. And it'll give you the clarity you need to move forward, to take that leap of faith, to unblock your fountain of love. Because now you're showing kindness and compassion to yourself, and you're forgiving yourself. And you're creating the discernment that's needed to not help you get in connections with emperors like this. And you're enforcing your boundaries, so that way when somebody tries to come and breach your boundaries, you know how to remove yourself from that person, because you're teaching yourself self-respect. You're learning to respect yourself. You're learning to respect your boundaries. You're learning to be your most authentic self by aligning with the will of the divine and moving how it was meant for you to move on your soul's journey. Not to be bullied, distracted, miserable, dealt with lies, manipulation, here with chaos and confusion, to be caught in illusions and delusions. We were not meant for that. We were meant for love, peace, joy, honesty, and righteousness. And people assume that when they get into connections with people that everybody feels the same. And then going down the line, you'll start to see this person doesn't resonate with my soul. Me and this person don't have the same morals and values. And once that happens, it's like negatives and positives trying to mix. It don't. And that would cause blockage, that would cause delays and detours. And it's only, the detour is a rejection of the toxic energy to redirect you on the path you're supposed to be on. So if you feel peace and like you can breathe and flow, that's the way you should go. But if you feel like tightness and you feel trapped, that's not for you. That means you need to look at what's going on causing this feeling. Your body gives you signs. Even if Your mind doesn't know what's going on. Your soul and your body knows what's going on. So learning to listen to the signs of your body will help your mind to start paying attention and start working together so it can flow and balance out efficiently. It's only right. All right. Now let's get a little more information that's going on in this energy. So expecting. This emperor could be expecting to lose his constituents. Yeah, we got adjudication out here. So somebody is being adjudicated. It could be this masculine energies up here. Adjudicated from this emperor. Tell me more, spirit, please, and thank you. Oh, wow. A privileged lady. We got a privileged lady. 12, 3, that's 15. So we balancing out some toxic energy, devil energy. Tell me more, spirit, please, and thank you. Death to the privileged lady. Okay. These masculine energies could be being adjudicated as a privileged lady is being put to death. Tell me more, spirit, please, and thank you. And a mature woman. Interesting. Let's get a little more, y'all. We're going to figure this out together. And it's putting them in despair. Okay. So I see why the fountain of love is blocked. And their path got to be straightened out from this detour. These masculine energies is being adjudicated from this emperor and this privileged lady, these two feminine energies. Yeah. Because this partnership is being put to death and these women is in despair. Tell me more, spirit, please, and thank you. Yeah. Main male is being adjudicated from this privileged lady and mature woman. So we got two feminine energies out here. A mature feminine and a privileged lady. This masculine energy, one of these masculine energies, I'm not sure which one, is being adjudicated. It could be both of them. For something that was done to them by these feminine energies and this emperor. High honor. So this is a high honor masculine who was in a partnership with a high honor privileged lady. Yeah. Expecting. So they are expecting this partnership to be put to rest due to some unexpected income. So there was some money that was exchanged between this emperor and these feminine energies, but that's being put to death. And these masculine energies is being adjudicated, and now they in despair. Tell me more, spirit, please, and thank you. That's why they feeling dumb and losing hope, because they lost. Concern. Yeah, got to be more careful. They're receiving a notice that people are walking away because they was losing hope, and they finding hope in something else. Because these people have bad taste. Yeah, okay. Wealthy man. Okay, to the great fortune. All right. So, in a nutshell, we have two masculine energies that's being adjudicated. They're finding the lesson and healing from this situation by withdrawing from this emperor energy into feminine energies, this collective group. This partnership was put to death due to something. Something happened in this partnership that caused it to put to death. They earned money, got paid off of it. That money's being put to death too. And these are high honor people that are, their dysfunction to themselves is self-sacrifice. So they're toxic, karmic people who have karmic lessons that need to be learned. And they think loyalty has no boundaries. So therefore they don't respect the people that they're in partnerships with. And these masculines, they respect themselves because they saying, I didn't come to play the role. I came to be my most authentic self. With integrity, with righteousness, with truth. So that's why they're taking this leap of faith with the divine to get aligned. Because they're finding compassion for themselves. And putting death to this situation. It's only right. It's only right. Yeah, on the bottom, renewal. You are entering a phase of renewal and fresh energy. Have you been feeling worn out? It's time to refresh yourself, whether by resting or changing your environment. New energy is on the way. Yeah. Withdrawing, releasing yourself from this toxic, negative energy that they were in partnerships with. It's only for the better good of themselves. Tell me more, Spirit, please. Thank you. Boundaries. Trust and observe. Setting healthy boundaries is critical for your well-being. Do you feel overwhelmed by others? Clearly define your limits to protect your emotional and mental space. Yeah. Your intuition is quietly guiding you, but sometimes you need to pay more attention to small changes around you. Reflect on recent moments of confusion. By observing the little details, you'll sharpen your intuition over time. It's only right. Because they have to pay attention to the little details. Because that's how they got caught up in this situation with this karmic collective. Gots to be more careful. By enforcing your boundaries and paying attention and strengthening your intuition or your discernment, you'll know who you're getting into a partnership with. Admiration. You are worthy of admiration and respect. Have you been downplaying your value? Accept compliments and be proud of your achievements. You deserve recognition. Yeah, you have to love yourself. You can't allow people to use and abuse you for their own gain. It's not right. That's where self-love comes in. That's what withdrawal. You have to find out what are you not loving about yourself that's allowing you to let people take advantage of you. Yeah, reflection. Reflection brings deep insight. Have you been avoiding self-reflection? Take time, sit with your thoughts and feelings. Your inner world holds the answers you seek. That's why this divine masculine withdraw and going into his emotions. Because your inner world holds the answers you seek to help you navigate the situation with clarity. And you don't have to feel dumb with regret for picking bad, tasty, cheesy people. The universe just wants you to look at this as a lesson. What is the lesson in this situation? Okay, you got in these partnerships with these shady people. Don't be mad about it. Find the lesson. Apply the lesson. And the next time shady characters come around you, you know how to navigate that situation better. Because you did the healing. You tapped into your divine gifts, which strengthen your intuition, which enforce your boundaries, which increase your discernment. So that way you can take off and what? Believe in miracles. That way you can learn to grow and be more your most authentic self. So don't look at this as bad. Look at it as a lesson in the universe. The universe is showing you how to survive living here in this divine energy war on earth. Tell me more spiritually, please, thank you. And that will lead to your great fortune. All right, yeah. So we got value indication. Your inner value is greater than you realize. Perhaps you've been questioning your worth lately. Focus on affirming your unique qualities daily, and you'll become more confident in your value. Yeah, respect, self-respect, self-love, self-loyalty, self-confidence. All these things, it starts with self before you can try to give anything to anybody else. First, respect and love on the divine and get in line, then yourself and everybody else. Lord, cherish, because once you do that, cherish the beauty that attracts you. Have you been too busy to appreciate the good things around you? Take time to enjoy and value the moments and people that bring you joy. Yes. Whatever little thing that brings you joy, even if it's just eating a little piece of candy, that's a sweet treat. If it brings you joy and happiness, that's something positive. Find the little positive moments because they all add up and equal to bigger moments. As long as you keep enforcing and pushing that positivity, no matter how big or small, it will grow. And that will help you to be like a tree. Like a tree, deep roots create stability and growth. Are you feeling ungrounded? Focus on building a strong foundation in all areas of your life to support long-term growth. So don't just think about the now. You got to think about later. So how are you planting your roots? Are you planting your roots in integrity, in love, light, peace, righteousness, joy? Or lies, manipulation, falsehood, chaos, confusion, illusions, delusions, misery, despair, greed? How are you planting your roots? Because you'll know by the fruit that it produces what your foundation is built on. And those who are just flying by the seat of their pants and just living life without any direction, that's how you'll be put in these situations. Because people in low vibration, they prey on people who don't know where they're going, who's sleeping and blind, because they get to use you for your energy. They get to use you for your hope, faith, compassion, and kindness, and drain you of that. And then have you in regret and walking away because you don't know no better. That's why it's good to self-reflect and understand how and what you're doing and showing up in this world, because you don't want to be taken advantage of. And sometimes some people gotta be taken advantage of because that's how you learn. Because how would you know what's good if you don't go through something bad? And how would you know what's bad if you ain't experienced something good? See, it's a balance. It's a flow. All right, we got confusion on the bottom. Confusion is temporary and leads to clarity. Are you feeling lost? Slow down, be patient, and allow clarity to emerge in its own time. Because you see, we got clarity out here. So these people went through a state of confusion with this emperor and this karmic collective. But I'm taking time to withdraw, do the self-reflection, and finding the lessons, and talking to the divine, their higher guide, and getting that wisdom to heal. They see the clarity for what it is. And some are finding the hope because they're doing the work. If you don't do the work, of course you're going to lose hope. You're going to feel dumb and regret and feel like your world is caving in on you. But when you start doing the work, you'll see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And this was just only a lesson to help you find it so that you can move forward and then start receiving your blessings. Because now you're showing that self-love, that self-respect, that positive energy, which is telling the universe, hey, I'm putting out positivity, love, and light. Now the universe is saying, you know what, I'm going to send you back positivity, love, and light. Energy match energy. See how that math go, y'all? Very simple. All right, so let's get a couple of more calls. All right, let's clarify some clarifying situations. universe wants us to handle this in positivity and not negativity. Because there's always a lesson to be learned, no matter how bad it may seem. There's always a lesson. Okay, these two want to come flying out. Let's see what this is. Clear mind. Sweep away any doubt that you have and know that you are right. So once you're standing on your convictions and the divine showed you through signs and synchronicities that you are right, standing on truth, love, joy, and righteousness, don't let nobody gaslight you from your reality. You see what you see, you feel what you feel, you know what you know. And divine done shows you that. Divine will not lie to you. He loves you too much for that. So make sure you're keeping your mind clear, because through clarity, it'll help you to make sound decisions that is for your better good. Worthy goal. Get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life's purpose. So no matter how hard it feels, you could be feeling sad. Even if you get out and just do a little bit at a time, keep moving towards your soul's purpose. Because just having the ball flowing is helping you stay moving and not stuck. Because when you're stuck, that gives you an idle mind is room for toxicity to grow. And you don't want that. You want to stay positive. You want to stay flowing. You don't want to get caught in this despair, feeling of lack, misery. You don't want that. Stagnation. Even if you gotta just get out and turn on some music and start dancing to bring you joy, to just get you feeling good, to get your spirits lifted, to help you, let me start moving forward, even if it's slowly. It beats a blank. It definitely beats a blank than doing nothing. All right, so let's see. What's the message we have in the garden today? So we had 14, which is a 5. Make sure it's 7 and 8, 14. All right. Now let's see what the universe wants us to know about our message. All right. All right. So today's message is number 5. Divine tested you to see if you would tell the truth. The truth shall set you free. I know that's right. So the truth will set you free. Once you're being true to yourself, you'll gain the clarity you need to know what boundaries you need to enforce to keep your mind clear and chasing your goals. Even if you're in a toxic situation with karmics, and you could be losing hope and regret and feeling dumb, and people telling lies on you, stand in your convictions, stand in your truth, stand on your morals and values and integrity, because the truth shall set you free. The truth will come to light, because whatever's done in the dark always comes to light. All right. Mr. Love, you have anything to add to the message today? All right, so believe in miracles. Keep hope alive, because without faith, it's impossible to please God. And faith without action is no good. And on that note, we're going to close out with the Lord's Prayer. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod, your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. In the name of Jesus, amen. Love, peace, joy, kindness, and prosperity are the traits and essence of God. As you go out into your journey of life, remember to be the God someone sees today. You may be the only God they see today in this divine energy war. Until next time, may the divine peace, love, and blessings be with you. Mwah.